All right, welcome to another new show at the Chazz Palminteri Podcast. Don't forget, we are on YouTube, obviously. We are on Spotify, Google, Apple. Listen to us in the car. Listen to me and the girls. Any way you want, you could listen to us. Also, don't forget to come and see my one-man show, ChazzPalminteri.net. Just go to ChazzPalminteri.net and you will see where I'm playing. Also, go to my website. The saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could pick up this card. You could pick up some great apparel, some shirts with the saddest thing in life is wasted talent, Bronx Tale in the front. Now You Can't Leave. I Married One of the Great Ones. A lot of great stuff. Just go to ChazzPalminteri.net. The one-man show was voted best show of the year in Las Vegas. It was a hit on Broadway. I'll be doing it April 23rd at Englewood, New Jersey, at the Bergen Pack Theater. June 4th at the Richfield Playhouse in Richfield, Connecticut. Got to get these tickets, folks. They go really quick. June 11th at the Paramount in Huntington, New York. I love the Paramount. They got the foundation room downstairs. It's really a fabulous place to go to. And September 16th, Millville, New Jersey, the Lavoie Theater. I've been there twice already, backed by popular demand. And September 22nd, Millville, New Jersey. No, wait a minute. Did I just say? I said
Ohio.
No, I'm sorry. September 22nd, Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you. The Taft Theater. October 14th, Akron, Ohio. E.J. Thomas Hall. October 20th, Reading, Pennsylvania. Where is that?
Santander Performing Arts Center.
Santander Performing Arts Center. October 21st, Glenside, PA, Keswick Theater. And November 5th, Des Plaines, Illinois, Des Plaines Theater. And many more new dates that are going to be thrown in there. Are going to be in, I think I'm going to be in Florida this time and a couple of other great places. So, don't forget, ChazzPalminteri.net. We have another episode. I love working with these girls. Neighborhood Logic. Did I say Neighborhood Logic? R-rated. Is it R-rated? But it's really everything.
It could be. It could be R-rated. Yeah,
could be
sure.
R-rated. We say R-rated just to make it different.
Yeah.
But
we got some questions in the bag that were pretty. That the people asked that were pretty R-rated.
Well, yeah, that one here.
Yeah.
The first two are a little. Kathrine, you want to read the first one, Kathrine?
Are we gonna go right into it?
Shouldn't we?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. You're playing in Florida. When?
Oh, I didn't get the dates for Florida.
Oh.
Why, you going to be there?
No. Forget it. Let's go on to the questions.
Okay.
All right, I have my issues with Florida, but I love it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
You hear me?
I got you.
Go ahead.
You hear me now?
Good.
Okay. My best friend and her husband broke up. I fooled around with him. Oh, so they broke up a year ago.
Did we say who this is? Do you want to say who this is, or we don't have?
We never say who it is.
no
sometimes
names.
we say.
No
Okay,
names.
Satazit.
Satazit. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
We take this shit to the grave. Okay.
Grave.
My best friend and her husband broke up a year ago. I fooled around with him once, not when they were married. We are insanely attracted to each other. What should I do?
Oh.
So in other words, this woman does not know that her best friend, my best friend and her husband,
I wonder if she fooled around with him before her and their ex-husband got together, or if she fooled around with him after they broke up.
In parentheses says,
Yeah.
not when they were married.
Right. They always say that.
Yeah, before.
Wow, you think?
I don't know.
So Tara,
You already know my stance on this.
well, let's hear it.
Are you kidding me? Like, I don't know how insanely attracted you have to be to somebody. Automatically, my best friend's husband, I would not be attracted to. I don't care who he would look like. He could be Brad Pitt, and automatically something inside me would just, I don't know. I do believe in chemical attraction and there being people you can't help yourself being attracted to. But I think that regardless of that crosses boundaries beyond boundaries. It's a matter of respect and loyalty and true friendship and betrayal. I think you're hitting so many different things with that.
All right, but she's saying that now they're not together anymore, right?
Yeah, so they're divorced.
All right,
over
so
a
you
year.
divorce Gianna and one of your boys slides in. You go with that?
Sandy Blue Eyes.
Oh, no.
That's a best friend, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, no, I'm not good with that.
No, okay.
So what do they
I
get?
had to- I
Cement,
had to
they get
speak-
cement shoes?
Chazz.
Well, no, they don't get cement shoes, but they get to lose my friendship.
Right.
They'll let to lose my friendship. You know,
Who's that?
I don't know. That's my thing.
Okay.
I
So-
had a very good friend, still my good friend, and I was dating this girl, but he dated her like 8 years later. 8 years later, and she wasn't like
Wow.
my best friend. She wasn't like, what is that noise?
It's your phone. I got it.
Could we shut that off? You
I
think?
did. I just shut it.
You did?
Yeah.
Is that possible to shut that off? I had a very good friend, and we're still great friends. I just spoke with him yesterday, in fact. And I dated this girl for like 2 years. But I was like 19 years old. And then about 7, 8 years later, he met her and started dating her. And he dated her for about a year. It didn't bother me.
No, I think we probably don't have enough details. I mean, you don't know how long they were married. You don't know if when she fooled around with him, if it was before her friend even ever married him. Like, you know how like sometimes everybody knows each other and she fooled around with this guy once and it was great, but then he
Right.
met her friend, married her friend, and now she wants to be with him again.
But how do you feel about that, Kathrine?
Honestly, that's the one thing, you hear stories where people do click and they stay together the rest of their lives, and it kind of justifies it because they worked out.
Yeah.
When you go and you fool around with somebody, okay, they're divorced and say they fool around and then it doesn't work out, then you're screwed because now your friend's not talking to you and you're not with the guy. But if it works out where you ends up a lifelong relationship, I mean, it all depends for me with that.
That's
but
very-
I
that's
wouldn't do
what
it. I wouldn't. I'd feel so weird if you and Mike. First of all, I wouldn't even be. I'm never attracted to my friends'
Right.
husbands. I'm just not. It's never happened to me. Thank God. I'm glad it did.
She thinks Mike's ugly, everybody.
No, I think Mike is
Kidding,
so
no.
Oh,
handsome.
Mike and her are really good
I
friends.
know. I mean, we've
What?
seen them out. We've seen you guys out.
We've seen Mike
You
and
guys
you.
are on your own little date
I'm
when
a
the
little
rest of us are
suspect
there.
here. Joe Pesci said, I don't know.
I love Mike because I think Mike is handsome. He's a gentleman and he's such a good husband and
Yes.
was a good boyfriend. And I watched him go through it. So I admire him a lot. I
Yes.
love him. I
Yeah.
got my friend crush on Mike. But what I think is
She used the C
that
word. She used the
if
C
they
word.
ever
Broke up.
that's not happened to me. So I really can't answer this question. I've never been attracted to anybody's husband.
Got it. Okay.
And I don't, and that's how I go into it. You don't make yourself go there, but then again, if it's organic and it is there, you don't make yourself not go there.
Right.
I'm
Well,
trying to think if
just
I've ever.
that's
the
Yeah, I have I been attracted to some of my friends' wives. No, I just never look at them like that. It's like this thing of like,
You could see somebody's good looking, but that doesn't mean you're attracted to them.
yeah. No,
And to
I can say, geez, he's got a beautiful wife, but no, I'm not doing anything.
Sexually attracted.
Sexually, no, I'm not doing anything.
no.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one here. Should we go to the next one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Chazz and the ladies. Here's an R-rated question for you. Oh, boy. Do you feel more free to try something non-traditional acts in the bedroom? Example, toys for sex, anal sex. Oh, imagine this. With someone you just met and likely will never see again, or with a long-time partner?
I think it's going to be a different answer for a guy and a girl. For me, it's safer with a long-time partner.
It is.
Yeah.
Like if you said, like, I want to dress up like a teddy bear, you'd rather talk to a long-term partner.
Well, you know what? What do you mean? If my boyfriend said I want to dress up like a
She's a kitty bear.
I don't know. I don't know. Then maybe that's better short
I
term.
don't
No.
know. How about you?
Toys and it says toys and anal. Obviously you want. I mean, my first thought as the hypochondriac that I am is that I'd rather do it with a long-term partner because I get scared of everything. Like I want to see your blood results. I'm a psychopath.
Diseases, right.
Diseases. And I think some of those things could, I mean, in general, you have to practice safe sex with somebody who's new. However, I think sometimes if you're not invested in it and you think it's something that's going to be just for sex, you're way less inhibited.
Yeah.
Like I would be more down to do crazy stuff with somebody I know I don't got to really see. And it's going to sound really old school when I say it, but it's like, I'm not going to, that's, my husband, it's like I've too much, like that could be my kid's father. Like, how you say like, that's the mouth they kiss my children with, like, whatever.
Right,
I would
right.
look at my husband or plus we're also, we may have moved past that point in our relationship where it's not about getting crazy. But of course I would do it with,
Yeah, I think I probably would be more inclined. I think I might go do it with both.
Oh shit!
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. You want to feel free to talk to your wife about these things, but I know I would feel free to be with a stranger. I mean, especially if I knew I was never going to see her again.
Right.
I mean, look, I'm married, but I'm talking about when I was single. I was a pretty wild guy. I was in a band and
had long hair,
and I was pretty wild. So, but it's a good question. I think it just matters to the individual. How do you feel?
Well, let's put it this way. Is there something that you would be afraid to ask your wife to do that you wouldn't be afraid to ask somebody new to do?
Well, you're opening up a lot of doors here, man. I mean, I don't know. Like certain guys like to speak dirty. They might talk more dirty to a stranger than to their wife. I know that sounds a little like prudish, but it's true.
No, yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, there's some things that I'm sure that you would be afraid to ask her, but somebody else that you didn't know that you didn't.
Well,
care
Italians
about.
have that Madonna syndrome,
Good
sometimes.
point.
That my wife, I can't ask my wife to do that, which I think is wrong. I think you want to have your wife do whatever you want because that keeps you together.
Yeah, of course.
Wives are women, and women are
Yeah.
just as horny as men.
Women are just as horny, and I don't know about women are just as horny as men. Now, do you think there is a point where sometimes, why is it? I have a question. I think I have a small, no, it's not small.
I'm
talk.
single. You're both married.
So, yeah. Do you think there's a time when, why is it married people say, if you want to stop having sex, get married? You hear that. They say, like, a lot of married people don't have sex like they used to have anymore. Why is that?
Maybe kids.
I don't have kids. I think maybe sometimes the goals change. Like you're striving for more. Like I think initially when you're dating, the initial thing that brought you together is that attraction.
Yeah.
So you kind of build off of that, but you have that's the focus. That's the focal point. And then
Right.
as you grow in a relationship, it's about we want to buy a house or we want to do construction or now we have to plan this wedding or now I want to be in my career. You want to be in your career. You're like trying to live a whole life together where sex is no longer the focal point. Where in dating, usually sex is the initial focal point.
Right.
For me, when I first meet someone, when I first met Mike, it was like, oh my God, I'm so attracted to him. Oh my God, I'm so attracted to him. But like it doesn't fade. I can still look at him and say he looks handsome or he's this
But
or
the
he's that.
initial thing kind of wears off.
But the initial, oh my God, wears off because now it's like I'm building a life with this person. It doesn't mean that sex is not important. I think sex is extremely important in your relationship. But it's not the focal point anymore.
Do you think, like when you first start out a relationship, you're more willing to do more stuff because you want to impress the other person and try to keep them and rope them
Oh,
in?
that's a good
That's
question.
a good question.
I know what? I think women do that a lot.
I agree. I've heard that a lot.
Women pull out all the stops to
Right.
land the guy.
And then maybe the guy thinks, well, why'd that change now? I guess it depends on how much you prioritize sex. You talk about how would you raise children when you're getting married? How do you want to do this? How important is sex to you in a relationship? That's a good thing to talk about when you're with somebody.
I mean, some men, why is it they say, I'm just saying what they say.
Who's they?
Who's they? That's true. I had a psychiatrist say to me once, look, sex with a stranger will always be more powerful than sex with your wife. And I said, why is that? And he said, well, because it's built on different things. sex with your wife is built on love and trust. Sex with a stranger is about mostly these negative impulses, power, ego, all these negative things, and that's why it becomes.
So that's what's going to make this actual act of sex better?
not better, but hotter. maybe.
Hotter.
I think hotter
see.
is a
I
good
can't.
word.
I can't
Yeah.
agree with that because
Yeah.
I would be
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I agree.
you agree with that?
I
I don't agree with it.
This
It's
is-
almost like the forbidden fruit. Like it's
Forbidden
like
fruit tastes the
The
best.
forbidden fruit, yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's that thing. Like there are people who I think cheat and or have affairs, and then ultimately it's not even a person they would end up with or be with or whatever.
Yeah.
Have a long-term relationship. It's just the initial attraction. It has nothing. It has to do with doing something that is forbidden. Part of it, the huge part of it. Like
Makes it
sometimes you see the way.
exciting.
Makes it
yes,
exciting.
you see some people cheat and you go, "Oh my God, his wife is beautiful. He cheated with this girl." You know, because people do that. They judge. They compare looks. Or
Yeah.
her husband's this. She went out with that disgusting guy or whatever. It's not about looks. It's about there's so many other things.
Yeah.
It's the
Well, I-
novelty.
it's so many components
like
to cheating.
you, like remember you Grant, one of the most handsome guys, talented actor. I mean,
cheated on Elizabeth Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley, who was
was
gorgeous. You're
gorgeous.
driving down Sunset Boulevard, you see a hooker, and you say, "Yeah, I'm down. I'm for that." Like, what are you thinking, babe?
Right.
What are you thinking?
Oh yeah, he got arrested that time.
Yeah, he got
for that.
arrested. Like, but I understand that.
I think it's the novelty of it.
I understand the novelty, and just like, you know what? I want to be like anybody else. I want to feel free. I
To
get
do
it.
what I want to do when I want to do
When
it.
I want to do it.
And
you know
whatever
what?
I wanna
I'm
do.
tired of worrying about everybody watching me and doing this bullshit. I could get it. I understand that.
Really?
Yeah.
So with that question, do you guys believe in breaks? Like you guys take a
We
6
had
month-
this already.
We talked about this already.
Yeah.
We've talked about so much stuff already. This is on the
No.
back burner.
Yeah, we talked about breaks. But could
No
I say
such thing.
something? Are we boring you?
No, but I'm just kind of breaks. That's a rough one. My wife ain't taking no break.
No.
No, your wife ain't taking no break. But
No.
Break up.
Break up, yeah.
okay, so but I just for me, I don't know the whole thing about you get married and it go. I feel like to me, I'm the type of person that when I get close with somebody and I commit to something, to me it gets better.
You're
And if I
you're faithful. You commit to someone.
No,
course.
she means sexually it gets
sexually better, and
Yeah.
also you get married. I feel like it's like you keep it. You got to keep it fresh and fun and exciting, and keep it keep it moving, keep it alive. You can't just get like, oh, we're married now and all that shit. Like I'm tired and like
Yeah.
just think like because well, it's not all about you. It's about both of you. I think it's something you both have to really work at.
Yes.
You got to work at it.
Yeah.
You got to work at it.
Yeah,
man.
that's interesting. Like,
How do you keep it sexy? Like how?
I don't know. I feel like in longer relationships, you also get to know the person better. You get to experiment more with somebody that you trust more, and you tell them a little bit more, and you have confidence in them. But then again, with new relationships, it's somebody you could just kick to the curb and forget about them, and just do whatever you wanted with them. I don't know. That's a tough question.
But why can't you do whatever you want with your own wife or your own?
I'm sure
partner?
you could if you're comfortable with them.
But isn't that like the ultimate relationship where that's who you want to do it all with, though?
I would assume so. I mean, I would feel that way.
I don't know. I'm not in a relationship right now, and it's been a long time. But as far back as I can remember, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a gangster.
In the bedroom.
You are a gangster.
I'm a gangster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's very sad to me when people go, "Oh, we're married, we don't have sex." I find that sad. I never want to be in that relationship ever.
Well, were you married? You were married.
I was married, but
She was young though.
You were
I
young.
was too young and it doesn't even count. It was so
Right.
no.
Would you get married again, you think?
I would if it was the right person.
Would they have to sign a prenup?
What are they gonna get from me? My
Come on.
artwork?
Come on, stop it. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on. Wait, that's a good question. Hold it. Just relax for a second. Stop jumping on me.
I'm just saying. He knows
Prenups are
How
weird.
do you feel about prenups?
You know, I never understood them. I'd go, ooh, like you're putting that before, ooh, to even talk about that.
Right.
Like, you're supposed to be so blindly in love. You get fucking married. You're supposed to be like, I don't even know what you have. It's about love. But as you get older and you see stories and you see things unfold, and the way they unfold, the fairy tale marriage crumbles into a hellhole. And then if you're the one who brought everything into that, your shit is at stake, and you're breaking up with this person, and then they want all your shit that you had before you even knew them, that you broke your ass for.
Right.
What the hell do I got to give you half of my shit for?
All right, so you're against prenups.
No, I'm for them.
You're for them.
Now she's
for
for them.
I'm sorry, you're for them.
I
Initially,
never
she
used
wasn't.
to be when I was young, dumb, and
but
naive.
but after you got successful, and
Well, it's not even about that. Like, when you're young and dumb and you don't think about things like that, and you think you could live off love and it's going to last
it doesn't
forever.
work that way.
Have a few relationships, go around the block a couple of times, and then come back to me. You'll be signing that prenup as fast
How do you
as
feel
I
about
can
prenups?
say.
I see the rationale and the legality aspect of it, and I get it. Me personally, I wouldn't sign one, but
You wouldn't sign
I
one?
wouldn't. But here's the double standard with me: I would make somebody else sign one.
You're a gangster.
No.
What do you mean you
You're a
wouldn't
fucking
sign
gangster.
one?
Well, like, this is how I felt. This is an artist perspective, and it could be very personal to who I am. When I first met Mike, he had a lot more than I had, and he never asked for one. But he had made a joke, and I said, if that was your way of even approaching the subject, let me know now, because I don't need to get married. You're the one who wants to.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now, I want to get serious here right
I'm
now.
being serious. And he said, no, I'm not. Whatever. I made a joke about it. I go, okay, because I'm not. And I said, just remember and keep this in mind. My earning power is a lot higher than yours at the end of the day with what I do.
Okay, understandable.
The earning power.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
But I have to ask this.
Ask her.
Let's just say, hypothetically, if Mike came from a very wealthy family and Mike's net worth was like $50-75 million, are you telling me you would say, I would not sign that prenup?
I would still be having sex with him. No.
No. Would you?
I don't know. I'm not in that. I was never in that position.
No,
Mike,
but Tara, you cannot expect to get, this is the man's family, his heritage that he get. You cannot say,
for
please.
man's family, I would not be entitled. I should not be entitled to what his family
Okay,
earnings
thank
are.
you.
No, 100%
That's all I'm asking here
No.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Jesus,
God.
God, that's all I'm asking.
All right, can we get Chazz a drink?
But I totally believe in prenups. I think they're good to protect you, because the way things are today, it's not like
Yes.
the old days that you stay married forever. People get married in 2021, they're divorced by 2022.
Yes.
And also, nobody should be able to come after
And
your
then
family
you
money.
come in with this, and just because you got married and it's a legality, I have to give you half of my life. Go fuck yourself.
Now, Paul
Excuse my
McCarthy
French.
got married with no prenup, which the law, if I was his lawyer, he should be shot. Right? I would have won down the aisle and said, you're not doing this.
Yeah.
But he did it. He was in love. He married this girl,
Wait, which one,
The
though?
girl
He
with
had
the
a
one
couple-
leg?
the girl with the one leg. Exactly. I mean, personally,
She's a great photographer,
a
right?
great photographer.
Oh, no, was that the other one? Who was
Yeah.
the photographer?
No,
One of them.
she had one leg, but she was an amputee, but very beautiful girl.
Yeah,
And you know what? Paul married her, and it didn't bother him, and he married her.
good.
But then all of a sudden, after 6 years, they got divorced. He was worth $1 billion. She wanted $500
Oh,
million.
that's insane, though. But that's insane.
Okay, I'm just
I
telling you.
wanna know what's-
But that's
But
what
here- but
happens.
yeah, but
What is going on with
this
somebody's
is-
mind
But you know how
to
much she
even
got?
want it?
But you know how much she got? She got $45 million.
That's insane.
She's married 6 years. Tell me that you would have made $45 million in 6 years.
Okay, but let me say something.
Come on.
Who in the world, in the right mind, with a good heart, would say, I want half of that $45 billion?
I think, yes.
The lawyer.
I wouldn't even want it. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave with what I came with. No, but also, if I'm entitled to a little something, if
Right.
I'm not doing good. If I'm doing good, I don't want anything. Let's
Right.
just make it easy. You go your way, and
Right.
I'll go my way.
I mean, he could have gave her $10 million and said,
Something
here.
like-
Listen, that was my thing to Mike. I said, trust me, if I don't want to be in this, I'll be the first one to leave and come with what I came with.
Yeah.
But then I would joke and go, but if you cheat on me, I'll take it for everything you're worth.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it always comes
But
down
it's
to
a
the
joke.
almighty dollar, which
A
is
woman
gross.
scorns. A
Right.
woman scorns is the situation in that.
Right.
You know,
Well,
they
let-
say there's nothing, right? Nothing
Some
worse, scarier than a woman scorned or
Yeah.
something like that. But no, 100%. I don't believe. That's why I think you need prenups. I was just saying in my
I
case
don't
of
know.
In
mine,
your situation.
which was a very personal one. Mike didn't come from a family of millions
Yes,
of dollars.
he was well off,
He was,
but
he
it
was,
wasn't
he,
to the
but we
point
were
where...
both pretty. I owned property at that point. He owned property. We met older.
Right, you
So
better.
I had a
right.
lot more, you know, I said, and I started earning at that point. And I'm like, my earning power is a lot higher at this point, but I'm never gonna, I always say this is what I say. This is my motto. I got married later in life. I said, I'm going to marry somebody I can picture myself divorced to. Hear what that means. It means that if it didn't work out at the end of the day, I know what I'm with a man who has integrity, who's not coming at me to try and take things from me. I'm not coming with a man who won't be still a good father if we had children. I can see myself divorced to him and it not being ugly.
Okay.
That's
pretty good.
That's a motto I had. So marry somebody you can picture yourself divorced to.
So what about
word
something
of
like this?
advice.
Picture somebody like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. She became the world's richest woman over this divorce.
But he was, no, wait,
No. But they didn't sign
Started
a
the
prenup,
company
but
together.
she helped start the company. Let's take out that. Let's say they started the company together and they signed a prenup.
No,
They
she
didn't sign a
helped him
prenup.
build it
She
off
did.
the ground.
I know, and they didn't sign a prenup.
She deserves every
But
penny.
I'm saying, what happens if they did sign a prenup and she still helped contribute to his uber wealth?
But they
He
had
deserves it either way.
I agree.
She
She helped him start that company. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
No,
She
they were
deserves-
both broke.
yeah,
and
they
they
were
both
both-
started
right.
together.
right.
They're married, what, how many years?
I don't know.
27 years? Kids? Yeah, I'm
No.
sorry. No, there I give it
No.
up. Now, could you be... She how much did she get?
She got $38.3 billion.
38.3 billion.
What?
Now, $38.3 billion.
That's
Now,
half his worth.
can you say, all right, look, it's my company, our company, whatever. Here's what I'm going to do, honey. Let's just say, I'm going to give you $15 billion. Is that enough?
No, if not if I helped you.
Not
but-
if she helps him build
But is
it.
that enough?
No.
It's enough if you just were
Right,
the
it's
wife.
Okay,
right.
all right.
She
all
still
right.
has children.
She helped him build that company? Hell no.
Hell no. And that's her inheritance to their children as well.
Yeah.
He's going out to live his life, lavish this. I'm sorry.
You know how
she's
much a
entitled
billion
to
is? People
half.
don't realize how much a billion is.
I can't even imagine.
Okay.
I don't understand the fact that
let
white
me-
people get mad at rich people. How about that? That thing
Yeah,
that's
wait.
going
Let
on.
me tell you how much a
Eat the
billion is.
rich. I don't like that.
You know how long a million seconds is? A million seconds. You know how long that is?
No.
11
year?
11 days.
Oh, wow.
11 days.
I
you
go
know,
a year.
You know how long a billion seconds is?
How long?
33 years. That's how much more it is.
How do you know these numbers?
Because I know.
Because you just know.
Well, I look it up. I read.
Okay.
No, I looked it up too, and I actually think he's wrong. He's right about the billion being 33 years, but I think he's wrong about the million being 11 days. I think it's less than that.
I think it's 11 days.
It might be 11 days.
Can
I'm
you
trying to
Google
look.
it,
I'm
please?
trying, but the internet's not working right now.
But how about that though? What do you feel about that? About people that don't like rich people? It's like they got something against people going out and making money. They're like, there's like this thing against rich people or
Do you
people
know?
who are
Look,
wealthy.
I think capitalism is great. I think you have to obviously help the people who are in need. I believe in that. Absolutely. But
and you make it, you give it back.
But you have to you cannot give people a handout. You just can't. You can give them a little bit of a handout, but you got to give them a hand up, as they say. I'm sorry, because human nature will tell you. Human nature will tell you, if you give people money not to work, they won't go to work. They just won't. Look at the welfare system. The welfare system. They gave people money not to go to work, and they made it an industry. I'm sorry. Why would I go to work if you're giving me money? I don't feel like working. What are you, crazy? Very rare to someone like when I grew up in the Italian neighborhood, nobody was on welfare. That was a disgrace.
Yeah, no, we talked about how Italians won't accept help.
Yeah. But I believe that I don't have anybody being rich and making money.
You're right. It's 11 days.
11 days.
Yeah.
wow.
11 days.
What is that again? Say it.
11, a million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is 33 years. That's how much more a billion is than $1 million.
And she got 38 of those.
She got $38 billion.
Okay, if I helped you start a Bronx Tale, we wrote it equally together. We got married. I helped you write it, and you got
you helped
rich
me
off
write.
it.
If you helped me wrote it, you helped me.
All
write
right,
it.
so that's what she did. She helped him get his company
she's-
off Amazon.
I'm not begrudging it. I'm saying
It says that she was the first employee, was heavily involved in Amazon's early days, working on the company's name, business plan, accounts, and
No,
shipping
absolutely.
early orders.
He doesn't deny it, right?
No,
no.
No.
You know what Neil
Was it a
Diamond?
legal battle or no?
No.
I don't know. I don't think it was painful.
You know, Neil Diamond was worth $500 million. He got divorced from his wife after like 28 years, 30 years. And she got $250 million. And his famous line was after they walked out of court, he said, she was worth every penny of it.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
That's what he said. He goes, she was worth $250 million. Mother of my children, she was with me from the beginning. He goes, she was worth
Wow,
every
that's
penny.
it. That's
beautiful.
beautiful.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
God bless Neil Diamond.
Yeah, that's what
How
he said.
much more do you really need?
How much more do you really need? That's what I'm trying to say. I mean,
I don't know if you could spend that in a lifetime. I mean, unless you buy
38
mansions
billion?
and cars. Like, I
How
don't
about
know.
the guy who just hit the biggest lottery? He walked away with $999 million. He just bought a house, $25 million in the Hollywood Hills. Now they're saying that he stole the ticket.
No, he's going to be broke, that guy. Why would you buy a house for $25 million?
Why shouldn't you buy a house? If you got 900, if you won the biggest lottery, why shouldn't you live your
Because
best life? Why should you bring that shit to your grave?
Because people don't realize that
Maintain.
you got to maintain that house now
have
for
to
the rest of your
So
life.
what? If he goes broke, he sells the house and he makes $50 million.
I don't know.
It's collateral.
Well, but most people, 80% of the people who win the lottery are broke in 5 years.
I don't. Is that why don't they go to the people with the good stories? Why
I
do
wish
they
I-
bring all the dark shit?
I wish I had that
What
opportunity.
about the guys the people who did well with the lottery? Are there any good stories?
Yeah, there's some.
Everybody's like doom and gloom, or they died the day after they hit the lottery.
What's that house? Lottery daydream.
Death by lottery.
Let's do another question. Who's got another?
She's
You got
them
one?
all. I wrote them over there. They're over
Yeah.
there.
Here's another question.
Which one is next?
Oh, here's a good one. I was at a wedding and my best friends and my wife were dancing. It got a little crazy. She started grinding with him. Like literally grinding against his pichadillo.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
It's your best friend. The girl did it?
He's like, is that inappropriate?
A girl did
His
it.
wife did it.
His wife did it to his best his
Grinding
friend.
with my best friend? First of all, I'm pissed off at her and him. It's like, you got to back up and go, whoa, honey, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Sometimes when you dance, though, you go with the rhythm of the music.
I'm actually gonna. I might agree with her on this, and I have to have another glass of champagne if I agree.
You know what? I remember one time I was on a dance floor. This was the funniest thing. I was dancing with two gay men. Two gay men.
Yeah.
And they sandwiched me. And I was in the middle and they were grabbing me like two straight men. But they were gay men. And they were
it
into
didn't
each
bother
other.
you, but it didn't bother you.
They were into each other.
Right,
But they weren't couple. They were just two single guys. We all knew each other.
right.
And I'm dancing and they're like grinding and we're having fun. I was in my 20s.
Okay.
And after the dance, the boyfriend of one of the guys got mad at me. And I'm like,
Why?
why are you mad at me? He's a gay man and he's not even into me. At least that's what I thought. And he was really pissed off at me and said, no, I don't care. You don't do that. You don't do that with my boyfriend.
Did you know them personally?
Yes.
You knew them personally?
Yeah.
That's where I think that's what I don't get. Because even on a personal level, even me and my friends can joke, or you would dance with Mike, or we
I
joke
wouldn't
that you're.
grind with Mike. I wouldn't grind. I wouldn't grind with any
You
man.
would feel funny with that, right?
Yeah. I'd be like, what are we doing? Get out of here.
I mean, I don't know. I was at my friend's
Awkward.
50th birthday party. We were all dancing with each other's spouses, or joking, or I don't know. That's where. I mean, I guess there has to be a certain level of respect. It can cross the line, and you have to really know how close you are with that person.
Wow. You know what would be weird, Kathrine?
Wow.
If you and I had to play a movie together and you were my wife,
Oh, that would be so weird.
that would be strange. I mean,
And what happens if we had to like kiss and make
I'm
out?
saying, what happens if we had?
I
Like,
would feel like it was my brother.
God, I would feel. My mind would be like, Is my wife watching?
Yeah, well, we'd
Right.
have to wrap Gianna up in a like a.
I would just, I would be in charge of Gianna's
throw her in a closet.
tranquilizers.
No, but I would feel really, because I know her so long.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Or very awkward.
That would be awkward. Oh God, yeah.
But not dancing.
Dancing, no.
No.
I don't think. No dancing.
Okay.
I could do. We could do. You're talking about, I know.
Honestly, even in the movie that I just did, I danced with Bob, and even that feels awkward to me. It feels like I'm like it's a weird thing. It's
Well,
a
you
weird
played
thing
Bob's wife so much. I mean, when you and Bob kissed, did it feel funny?
No, because we're just two professionals, and you're not even thinking about that. I know I'm not.
You're thinking about.
But I do feel weird. I do feel I feel weird with certain things. There's some kind of awkwardness in certain things.
Sometimes it's good to be.
Because it's
a little
intimate.
Yeah.
It's an intimate thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because kissing is sometimes not as intimate.
It's
as
not as
dancing.
No.
No, kissing's very intimate as opposed
Kissing,
to other sexual
you know who said that to
acts.
me?
Yeah.
I was talking to Cher once. I did a movie. I wrote a movie called Faithful that I did with Cher. And Cher is one of the smartest people I've ever met. I won't even say the smartest woman. One of the smartest people I've ever met. And we were talking one day, because in the movie I'm talking about this guy. There's a line I wrote in the movie, "Blowjobs is not cheating." And so we were talking about when a man gets blowed, when a man cheats and he gets a blowjob, he feels this, President Clinton said that. Blowjobs is not cheating. It's not an affair. And she said that, I understand what he's saying. She said, but if he kissed her, that's worse.
Yep.
So I said to her, and I'll never forget, I said, Cheryl, you telling me if the boyfriend kissed a girl, that's worse than if he got a blow? She
Yes.
goes, absolutely. She goes, to kiss someone and to stick your tongue down their mouth, that's feelings. That's something there. But
Yep.
a blowjob, then I don't care.
Yeah, but
Yep.
what if you found out your girlfriend or your wife gave a blowjob? That wouldn't be cheating?
That's the opposite.
That's
it's different.
that's,
a man feels.
that's the double standard there. But
Yeah.
100% kissing.
Kissing is
I would
like-
rather him get that than get kissed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And on that note,
And on that note,
blowjobs aren't cheating. That's a word from our sponsor here on the Chazz Palminteri Show podcast.
don't forget, guys,
blowjobs
blowjobs
is
are
cheating.
not cheating.
No, blowjobs are cheating, people.
They're cheating, but
You know
kissing
what?
is worse.
Good question. Right in. Chazz Palminteri Show.
A blowjob's
Are
cheating.
blowjobs
Yes,
cheating?
I've answered everybody's question. Yes.
No, well, some guys feel. And guys, be honest. We won't say your name. We want to know. We found out about the teabag, which I never
We're
knew.
doing a
We want to know, are blowjobs cheating?
Oh, come on. It's obviously cheating. You got people to write
Okay,
in for
a
that
guy,
shit.
hold it.
It's cheating.
A guy goes, he's in Europe. Let's say he's in Europe. He's getting a massage. All of a sudden, he's getting this wonderful massage. All of a sudden, he's laying there, and all of a sudden, he looks down, and she's blowing taps.
Ew.
Da-da-da, da-da.
No.
I'm saying, does he go, oh my God, what did I do? It happens. It happens. She's doing, the Saints go marching in, whatever.
No.
And he's like, holy shit, I can't believe what just happened. Is he cheating?
yes. Push your head off.
That ain't happening in a million years. A million,
No.
million years.
A billion in a
years?
billion years.
So you're saying that's cheating?
Any kind of thing outside of the marriage is cheating.
Yes. Cheating.
Kissing.
Okay.
Only flirting is not
She's
cheating. You can flirt.
okay,
I
how
believe
about
in
this?
flirting is
Flirting is
healthy.
emotional.
Okay, she's massaging him, and all of a
No.
sudden,
Chaz, no matter
No.
which way you flip
No,
it.
I
Her
don't care
hands-
if it's a
Cheating.
pinky finger. No.
her hands go down there, she touches the pinky,
No.
and all of a
No.
sudden, before you know it, she's making a pizza.
No.
No.
She's making a pizza.
I can't eat anything after this podcast episode. I officially am done with
All right,
my
here's
appetite.
the question of the
No.
night.
Oh,
We're
let's hear this.
done.
All right, go ahead.
Can you remain
No.
friends with your ex after you break up, or can they remain friends with your ex?
No.
Your friends remain.
Can we answer this question?
No, Catherine's trying to be friends with Mike, and on that note, we're not gonna.
No. I mean, say that again. What was it?
Can you remain friends? So, in other words, if you and Gianna break up, can I remain friends with Gianna or you?
I think you can. I don't know. Some people, doesn't bother me, but I know my wife would never go for it. I don't know.
So wait, it doesn't bother you. So Sandy Blue Eyes comes around when you leave the house, you get kicked out with your bags, right? And Sandy Blue Eyes
And
makes
Sandy's having Sunday dinner here.
Sandy Blue
No,
Eyes is
it's not
watching
happening.
the NFL game.
I'm coming here with a gun. No. Guys are getting whacked. Guys are getting
Somebody's
whacked.
getting whacked.
Somebody's getting
Somebody's
whacked.
getting whacked.
It ain't going to be
So
me.
Tara, can I remain friends with Mike?
Absolutely not. No.
Wow.
No. Honestly, I don't know. I think it depends on how deep the friendship was and how real the friendship was and how long we were all friends and
Right.
what the circumstances of the breakup were. Too many things there.
Too many things. Well, look, we're running out. We ran out of time here. But before we go, how does somebody get in touch with you, Kathrine? If they want to,
Her phone number is 916. Oh, no, sorry.
I want to tell us. You're on Instagram, of course.
1-800 blowjob is cheating.
What is your Instagram? If somebody wants to
1-800 I believe in prenup.
prenup. All right, Tara, how about you? Tara Jokes.
Tara Jokes.
You want to say where you guys are going to, you just finished doing a movie with Mr. Robert De Niro, of course, and Barry
Yes.
Levinson.
Yeah.
And it's called, what's it called?
It's called Alto Nights, which was the social club that
Alto
these
Nights.
characters hung out in.
It's going to be great. I heard
gonna
it's
be
going to be,
great.
it's pretty phenomenal. How about you,
Yes.
Tara?
I'll be with the Righteous Brothers. I've mentioned that. April 28th in Lorain, Ohio, and April 29th in Dearborn, Michigan.
Well, all right. Now, look, but before we sign off, we want to know, are blowjobs cheating?
Yes.
Really, think about it. Now, let's think about it, because a woman's going to say, okay, so what happens if I'm getting a massage and some handsome guy who's massaging me
my God.
goes down on me? Is that cheating?
Ew! What the hell is this? This is rated X.
Is that bad? Should I say that one or maybe you cut that
Yeah,
out?
no, we're good. Oh, no. Oh, it's okay for a guy to get it, but not a girl?
But
We do
no-
not cut that part out.
It's normal
at
for
all.
a guy.
No,
It's normal.
What?
absolutely
You're
not.
too. You know what? This is old school
This is too
neighborhood.
old school.
You're too old school.
All right, stop it, okay? Listen, ChazzPalminteri.net. Don't forget, tune in. Neighborhood Logic with the girls. It's just too much fun. We have a lot of laughs. Go to my website, ChazzPalminteri.net, if you want to come and see the one-man show. God bless you all. See you next week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
See you next week.
All right.